Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Christian, and today we're going to be talking about 16th note rests as part of the rhythm and reading series. Now, 16th note rests are actually no different than the other types of rests that we've learned about previously. We have eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes, and whole note rests. And all those rhythms serve to basically add silence to your measure. So you have the rhythms that you play, and then you have the rhythms that you don't play, basically. It fills in the gaps. And all together combined, it ensures that your measure has accounted for all of its time, that every single beat is accounted for fully. So 16th notes, as you might imagine, will take the place of a single 16th note rhythm. Now I've updated the table of time and basically changed it to be just rests. And we have the whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note rests that you're used to. Now, if you remember from the table of time in the 16th note lesson, eighth notes split into 16th notes. So where we had two eighth notes to make up a beat, now we have four 16th notes to make up a beat. Four 16th notes take the place of one quarter note, right? Now we can add silence. That's like if you're playing rhythms, you have four 16th notes. But now we could have silence. We could add 16th note rests. And what's cool is we can actually just replace one 16th note within a grouping. So we can replace the we could replace the and, we could replace the e, or we could replace the number. We can also have two 16th note rests so that you're only playing two of the notes in that grouping, or you could have three 16th note rests so you're only playing one note of the four note grouping. So there's all these different combinations and possibilities that grow out of this, and now we're getting into some like kind of cool, really rhythmic sounding rhythms. When we're playing quarter notes and rests, yeah, I mean, you're feeling different types of beat. With this now, we're really starting to feel some small subdivisions of the beat. So looking at Joel Rothman, he's done a really good job going from page 35 to 41, introducing 16th notes a little bit at a time. And because there's so many different variations, I'm going to have to play a lot of them for you. So this is going to take up a little bit of time, hopefully not too much time if I can keep this from going and get these going, okay? So I'm on page 35, and basically what he's done is he introduces two rhythms per page for this entire section. So page 35, that's 16th notes with one rest. At the top half of the page, we've added the rest on the And what that does is for that rhythm, it effectively makes it sound like you're playing two 16th notes and an eighth note, especially because we're playing non-pitched percussion. You have an attack and that's it. There isn't a whole lot of duration. So for us, for all intents and purposes, these are going to sound very similar. And so he mixes those up too, so you can kind of hear what 3 16th notes and a rest sounds like versus two 16th notes and an eighth note. They should sound pretty similar, especially if you're playing like on a drum pad or a snare drum or something like that. So the first rhythm, we're going to look at the first measure. I'll repeat it twice, I guess. I'll just repeat it, and so you can hear it. I'm going to count out loud, and I'm going to try to introduce all these different rhythms to you. So here we go, page 35. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a go E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Again, that rhythm, very similar to two 16th notes and an eighth note. Second half of the page, he's moved that 16th note rest over one slot, and now it's on the and. So this is actually probably one of the first very rhythmic 16th note based rhythms that we're learning. We're playing on the 3, the E, and the or the number, the E, and the We're not playing on the and. So here we go, middle of the page. I'll play the first measure of this section for you. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, getting interesting. On page 36, he's moved that 16th note rest over one more spot, and now it's on the E. So again, very similar to 1/8 note and two 16th notes. So this is what that sounds like. 3 E and a go E and a one E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. I missed one note there, but you should get the point. Halfway through the page, he moves that 16th note rest over one more spot. Now we are not playing the number. We're only playing the E, the and the Here we go. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Great. In the next section, he adds 2 rests to each of these 4 note groupings. In the first measure, the first page of this section, he plays the number, then he has 2 rests, and then he plays the We're only playing on the number and the Here's what that sounds like. Excuse me. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, a 4 E and a 1. Great. On the second half of the page, he flips that. So now we have rests on the 1 or the number and the We're only playing on the E and the and. 3 E and a go E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Great. Page 38. We're sticking with 2 rests. However, this time, in the first half of the page, we're playing note, rest, note, rest. We're playing the number, resting on the E. Then we're playing on the and we're resting on the Audibly, this one should sound like 8th notes. So it's very similar to just playing straight 8th notes. Again, it's written in this way to make sure that you're used to it, and there will be other musical reasons for doing this later down the road. So, first measure, here we go. 3 E and a go E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Great. On the second half of this page, he flips the rhythm again. Now it's rest, note, rest, note. You're only playing on the E's and the U's. This requires a lot of counting to make sure that you're staying accurate. Okay? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a go E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So again, it's kind of like playing 8th notes, except they're shifted. If you want to get crazy and think of it that way, you're playing on the E's and the U's only. Gotta keep counting. Page 39 and 40, he introduces 3 rests. So that means you're only playing 1 note out of each 4 grouping, each 4 16th note grouping. You're playing either on the 1, the E, the and, or the and that's it. You have to count. So first half of page 39, we're only playing on the Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a go E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Got to count so you can be accurate. Second half of the page, he moves that note over once. Now we're playing on the ands. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a go E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Excellent. Now you might notice, let's see, does he do this? Never mind. Just keep in mind, actually keep this in mind. Not never mind, keep this in mind. Any place that you have 2 16th notes, you can use an 8th note rest. You can combine them and simplify the music. So instead of seeing all these rests, you can simplify them by using, combining and using but you can combine and use a higher value rest. He actually does that on page 40, non 39, where he combines 2 16th notes. He replaces those with a single 8th note rest. So again, music's kind of interchangeable, and it's going to come down to the composer and how they want to do it. Page 40, we're playing on the E's. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And halfway through the page, this one's fun. you're only playing on the numbers. You're actually just playing quarter notes, and there's a lot of rests on this page. But remember, we're just playing on the numbers, so it's pretty cool. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a go E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. It's kind of like playing quarter notes. In the summary, he's got mix and match of all those different rhythms we just learned, and it's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. You got to keep counting. It's highly rhythmic, and it feels really great. There's a nice surprise for you. This one is in 2/4. It's a new time signature for us, but don't be freaked out by it because you know how time signatures work. The top number is a 2. That means we're counting to 2 in each measure. You know, when we're in 4, we count to 4. When we're in 3, we count to 3. When we're in 5, we count to 5. So now we're counting to 2. The bottom number is still a 4. That 4 means we're playing quarter notes. So this time signature, 2/4, means it is 2 quarter notes in every measure. If you look at this page, it's all 16th notes, but it's 2 groupings of 4 16th notes. There are 2 quarter notes in each of these measures because there are enough 16th notes to cover all the time you need to play 2 quarter notes, right? It goes back down to that. We have to account for the full beat. Every beat is accounted for here. So have fun with that. We're counting in 2. It's all these cool rhythms, all these great 16th note rhythms. This is actually the end of learning, I'll say learning the foundation of rhythm. What we've learned so far with seeing quarter notes, eighth notes, even half notes and whole notes to some extent, but quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes really kind of make up the basis of all rhythm. There are other more complicated rhythms that this book doesn't exactly cover going forward, but you are going to see kind of like variations on the quarter note, eighth note, 16th note going forward. You're going to see that in all different places. So again, this isn't only the only part of the foundation, but this is the biggest part of the foundation. So this is a great place to stop. We're at a great crossroads. So next lesson, we're going to look at ways to lengthen the beat. This has all been ways to shorten the beat. And we've already learned about half notes and whole notes, but there are other ways to lengthen our durations and to simplify some of this music. If we're playing a single 16th note and we got a million 16th note rests, that can be kind of crazy. So again, we want to simplify. We can combine rests, use bigger rests that take up more time. There are all these different ways we can make the music easier to read that we're going to learn about coming up next. So thank you for joining me. Please check me out on christianjohnsondrums.com. I have other lessons. I have a blog, drum set stuff, pad exercises. I'll put my table of time. I'll put all that stuff up there for you. So please check it out. Also, please like, subscribe, and put the little bell on for notification. I'm working my way through these books and doing this full end-to-end rhythm study with you all, and I hope you follow me for the rest of it. So thank you so much. Check out the links in the comments below or in the description below. I have a link to pick up Joel Rothman's book from my Amazon associates or Amazon affiliates account, Metronome, etc. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. I'll see you at the next one.